my name is Ezra. Welcome to the channel. So today we are continuing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. It's literally like 2 seconds after the last one was recorded for me. And depending on how I decide to upload these, this might be coming out the same day. Actually, depending on how long this is. Anyway, police department time. February 22nd, police department entrance. Ooh, we're finally here. Do we walk everywhere? Why would they put the police department so far from the prosecutor's office? Do we walk everywhere? Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. Oh, thank God. Police department, huh? I've only ever been in criminal affairs next door. Hold on. What's that? What is that? What fucking monstrosity am I looking at? Disturbing! What is it? Like that. Oh wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, it does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger? Uh-oh. He noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal! What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why are you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. Is that so? So the case. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Honest Guy's sister. Whoa! The chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe? What did you do this time? What do you mean this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true, we've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being led into the criminal affairs right now. The lowest ranking guy there is our chief of directives. They're not letting any chief of detectives, goddamn. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives at all. None of you. I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I spent the day getting the Badger dance down pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall. Now that I think about it, you did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. So, I've got a couple of questions. Detective Gumshoe? What can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal. This is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman? Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa! Now I remember. Who's Goodman? He's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Oh, wait, hold on. That's a prompt. So, this ID card belonged to the victim? He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground when we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer case for a case he handled 2 years ago. 2 years? What happened 2 years ago? Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too, but Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but where does the chief prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot? And Lana's confessing as much. Back. Got anything to say about the murder weapon? Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive the chief prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. What happened 2 years ago? Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? We have to find a little bit more about what's going on with Edgeworth. So, why is this broken? Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the reward ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield, and why is it broken? Yeah, as a prosecutor, why is it a shield? For prosecutors, I feel like it'd be better for, like, a knife or something, like a sword. And for, you know, defense attorneys, I feel like it'd be a shield. And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. Or broken defense? I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all those naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers might be because of the rumors. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? Okay. I'll drive you. Talk. What's up? He's in a tough spot. Again. The last trial. Well, it started with murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent by me. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there was always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's been whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always been unusually strong. Always had unusually strong ties with the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started with a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor's position himself. What? I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing it all for us. I was wondering about that. What? The dancing blue badger. It's my masterpiece. Please stop showing me this. This is an abomination. This right fucking here is an abomination. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? This abomination? She threw together some designs, and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's an abomination. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch. It just dances. It just dances until the batteries die or are removed. Poor blue badger, fated to dance until he drops. And that's all I know about that. Okay. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? Person of interest. I met the guy who was, what's his name? The guy in the parking lot. Deputy Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall? Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try and make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction added to the court record. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there. Nobody will look at you twice, pal. I'm... Okay. Thanks, Gumshoe. Bop, bop. 1, 2. Looks like the investigation is still ongoing. I'll have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. See you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh! Still here. Hello? Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in the criminal affairs, too. What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambi? No? You looking like a doggy that lost its head. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Hi. Oh my god, the fucking music. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I'm warning you, fan letters to get me to go right in the platoon. This is a letter of introduction from Director. May we investigate? Gumshoe. Ah, that old cow dog. He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look. It should say letter of introduction. It says invitation. I think you just misheard it. Wait, why am I getting defensive here? No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than blood test. Guess I better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are all calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like a settler. Strike from the lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. What the fuck? Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Crumpled and discarded. How rude. Slide to the left? This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belongs to the victim. I can't think of anyone else who it would belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Right, let's check it out. Fun fact, I don't control that. I just have to wait. Oh, it's enter. Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know. Here, check out mine. It's It's Pink Princess lap. These are hard to come by, you know. I see the series is as popular as ever with the kids. Escape. This phone's still on a redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button in this way the last time you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about that. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. Says the 16-year-old. Sorry. Oh my god. That's just... Huh. Whatever. Let's check this phone out. Boop. Now let's see who the owner of this phone called last. Not self, a defense center doesn't think first. He just pushes the button. Hey! That song. I know that. Hey, what's going on over there? Ah, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed a redial on that phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky. What? It's my sister's. She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those new fangled ringtones. Oh, I'm sorry, that was my phone. My phone? What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Me? Why was she calling me? Uh-oh. I've incited the wrath of a Lone Star patrolman. So found added to the court record. Exactly 3 minutes. Alright, let's look at this car. Case to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock in the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Jealousy. This rope is it. Yep. They laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So, wait. The victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You've got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look! Something's written on it. Goodman. You're right. Let's see. 67S 122. There's a name print on the paper about that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so what does this mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? What about that case that people keep bringing up? No self for detective reasoning. Go to Edgeworth? Not right. I'm not sure Edgeworth would know what this means either. B block is through here. That's where the visitors park. I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute sign on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. I was very confused on why that was creepy. It was just like a cute little cow munching down on a steak, and it's just like, cannibalism. Eating the flesh of one's own species. No clues here. A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are regulated to B block. I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my own hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Slide to the left. No, really. I missed something. This is where the cars leave the lot. There on the ground makes it more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose? Aha! The theory of relatively. What? I've got to write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know where Mr. Relatively German, or was he British? Mr. Relatively, are you sure that was his name? Aha! A ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference? It's scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems horribly familiar somehow. One moment. Okay. Sorry, I want to go get water. Alright, let's talk. The victim. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good man always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little bit more specific? Where's Goodman? He's a detective, right? Well, aren't you feist doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. This smiling mad Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest is a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Thank you! I was wondering. 4 p.m. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention it. Chief Prosecutor Scott and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. Was it exactly 2? So there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. There's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prosecutor. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot? So it seems like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You called me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. What happened 2 years ago? Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can he be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short in hands right now. I'm keeping an eye on him in the meantime. Oh, that's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old car dog. Can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? Edgy boy. That cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief police. He just don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation. So, there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself, prosecutor. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? What happened 2 years ago? That is the only common thing here. What happened? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prosecutor's window office. Dry wind or an ill wind? Someone up to something here? Someone's up to something here, but who? Office atmosphere. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. What happened 2 years ago? Forged evidence and arranging testimony, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors that about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister. Chief Prosecutor Lena Sky. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't wrestle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. You're saying that Edgeworth is making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report and a note from the victim and a phone call. And a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's Steel Samurai's theme song, isn't it? The popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. 518, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. A detective was murdered in the suspect's house, and the suspect is the top prosecutor of the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. What happened 2 years ago? That seems like a perfect place to wrap this up, and that is around 30 minutes. So yeah, it was actually a pretty good idea to cut this one in half. I will see you all. I keep forgetting my outro for some reason. I have been your graceful host, Ezra. I have had a lot of fun hosting for you today, but it appears it is time for us to end. I will see you all next time. Bye.